We are live. I scheduled the show a bit late tonight, so hopefully there are people here. I think I fucked up by scheduling the show at 5:46 or whenever I did. So, yo, we got one person. All right, what's up, Derek? How you doing, brother? Cool. Sorry about the late scheduling, my man. I don't know what I was thinking. I usually do it a bit earlier in the in the day, sometimes even on Friday. All right, cool. Yo, brother, hope you're having a nice cold one and a little bit of smoke. Of course I am, as I always do. Yes. Right on, Derek. Hey, Georgie, what's up, buddy? Yeah, there wasn't the 5:30 ping because I scheduled it after 5:30, dumbass. Yeah. Hey, Joe. What's going on? Joe Masters. Joe Master. What's up, dude? Master. Cool. Good to have you. You look like maybe a new guy. Right on. Welcome. Getting pissed, bro. Right on. I hope you have a little bit of something to smoke on too, my man. That's life, but not as we know it. Get out the bong. Yeah, dude. Bonnie, Scotland. Fucking A, man. Smoking on some, what do I have? I got some new stuff. This would be called, what is it? Chocolate Diesel crossed with Blackjack, which is Black Domina crossed with Jack Herrera. So Chocolate Diesel is diesel crossed with some chocolate strain, crossed with Black Domina, crossed with Jack Herrera. Anyways, we got a Total Nutter. What up, brah? Sammy Cat, hi, my darling. Great to see you. Good, George. I'm glad to hear that. I hope you're feeling better, man. Sounded a little off last week, and maybe you're back on the ball. Anna, good to see you. No, I choose the basement, man. I like it down here. I'm a basement dweller. You know what I'm saying? And anyways, I smoke weed and stuff, and talk a lot of shit. So it's best to be down here for that, for sure. Smoke some real stuff, bro. Yeah, this is real. This is as real as I need. Trigger warning. Yeah. Good show from Hayden this last week. It was pretty tight. What's up, Random Goon? Good to see you, man. Trimmed the beard earlier. It looks a little uneven, but try not to look too closely. Maybe we should go light on is better, I guess. No, none of that there, Goon. Sorry, man. Yeah, good. His shows were good. He hasn't been on in a while, man. So frankly, I'm just happy to have him. Yeah, beer is good, George. Exactly. Just a little bit of beer. On a Saturday, I will have a cocktail or two, but only on Saturdays. Smells good. Yeah, man. Lovely Lacey. How you doing? Come on screen if you want, Lacey. 10 years ago. Well, I saw years. We got you. Too white? I can darken it up, Lace. You're right, I am a little white. Damn. I need some spray tan. Yeah, girl, you live in an apartment, Anna. I know you can't really manage that funky skunk in an apartment, no matter what you do or what kind of filters you have. Just doesn't work. What's up, Rugby man? No, it's not epic at all, and I'm sure you're being sarcastic. It's pretty lame, dude. But people just come here, we drink. You can come on screen. Here, look, if you want. The link is in the description, but 9Q6VRK. There's the link. So if anybody wants to, cool, right on, Lacey, then that works. Okay. There's the link if anyone wants to click on it and I will shuffle you up onto the screen. Sprung a leak. Where was Biscuit last week? I don't know, Sprung. He's not here yet this week either, my man. I hope the old boy's okay. Sprung is on Twitch. Very cool. Alan Reeder, what's up, brother? I wait till night. That's life. I don't smoke generally during the day. Maybe on the weekends, occasionally I'll smoke a bowl during the day. But for the most part, I'm an evening guy, and I do work during the week. So Germans are allowed today. You can come on now. You can give it a few minutes. It doesn't matter to me, Anna. Do as you see fit. It's all good. I might not put you on right away, but it's all good. You're welcome. As you know the rules, we keep it clean in certain sectors. Hey, Mr. Kill C1, what's up, dude? Fellow prize winner. This is the prize I won. I believe Mr. Kill won a mug of some sort. Mr. C. We have Mr. Kill C1 and Mr. C. The Hue Ball. Funny, man. Random goon saying hello to others. Anna, you smoke right on. Paul McCord, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Good to have you. Had a presidential debate this week here in the United States. Obviously, stupid to even say that, but fuck your feelings. Nice shirt. I know, dude, but they made some of them that didn't have that. It actually said fuck your feelings. In fact, Hayden was surprised when he saw that I had the clean version because I'm not going to wear this out anyways. It's going to be pretty much with my close friends or on here. So whatever. It was free. It works. Thank you, Guta. Yeah, good evening, Paul. Right on, dude. Martin, what's up? Good to see you again. I think this is 3 weeks in a row. Yeah, Mr. Kill. Yeah, brother. Can't tell what that is in his little avatar. Is that a robot head, chicken head? Hard to say. Anyways, we had the debate this week. It was cool, you know, whatever. It was a little more organized than the last time. I'm going to bring on somebody right now who hasn't been on really my show, but has been around for a while. How you doing, Lacey?
I'm good. I'm making some hot chocolate for me and my daughter because it's like cold in Texas today.
Wow, crazy, huh? Cold in Texas.
Good time.
You don't see that too often. Oh, nice. Cool.
Yeah, it's cold.
Street racing. Are you a street racer or down with the street racers?
Yeah, me and the husband there, we're into drag racing. We watch that Street Outlaws and all that bullshit. We go to the shows.
Yeah. What's that guy's name? Big something, right? He was on the Street Racers. Yeah.
Yeah. Big Chief's kind of a douche though. Like he used to be like Mr. Small Time guy, and now he's like Mr. Thinks he's too cool to say hi to fans and shit. I seen him at a show, like a racing deal, and he was the only guy that didn't come over and give autographs and take pictures and shit. But all the other guys did. He was like too cool to come over and say hi to the people that paid fucking $150 for tickets and shit to see his ass. So it's like, yeah, fuck Big.
Yeah, I liked him because he had a crazy fast car, but my favorite was that farm truck. That thing was fucking hilarious. The old farm mobile.
Likes the farm truck and the Asian guy, and their little dog was so cute. Died, and they got another one and shit.
That's funny, man. Right on. Yeah, that was a cool show. I mean, I think it's obviously when they act like they're racing on the street, I think they're made some of those times they can't actually be on the street ripping at like 250 miles an hour. I mean, it has to be somewhat controlled, you know, but you know, the track stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to even that shit's got its fucking bullshit drama where they get in fights and shit, like over who's going to go first or whatever. And it's like, really? It's like, oh, man, that's men for you.
Right. Left side, right side, of course. Yeah. I'm going to bring up a third person, Mr. Cypher This.
Yes.
How you doing?
Hello, Lacey. Hello, Smoke Steve.
Hi, buddy. How you doing?
It's all good.
Good.
It's great. I do feel much, much better. Last week I had wasted myself. I had actually put myself into a brain fog and felt like funky as all hell. So I enjoyed watching the show, but I wasn't about to come on. That's one of the firsts for me that I felt that bad. I had a couple of bad weeks, but feel much better now.
Good.
Well, I have a instead of going looking downstream at the Indian River, I've got a couple of way back. This is a 24-year-old. Let's see, 1966. Yeah, 24-year-old picture of me. I was, or 23, 24. I was 44 at the time. So here we go, you guys. Oh yeah, buffed out. Here we go. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's
Cool.
me. Yeah.
Looking good,
1996. That was my parents' 50th wedding anniversary, and I was, we were at my sister-in-law and brother's house, in the rural part of Gainesville. It was fun. We had a
shredded. Absolutely.
Yeah,
shredded.
yeah. I weighed in the 160s. I'm not big, but I shredded it out like you said, and
cool.
It was fun to be that way.
Nice.
And I have one more. 2003. You remember the choral stuff? I told you I was doing the choral.
Mm-hmm.
This is Daytona Beach Choral Society picture, and that's me over on this side. I'm not the little ball guy. I'm the guy on the other side.
With hair?
The three tenors. I'm a high tenor, actually, when I sing. So, and that's all for show and tell.
Cool.
Yep. Now I'm just a bald old dude who talks shit.
I'm going to put on a fourth one here. George, hi, Anna. How are you?
All right. Hey, Anna.
Hi, how are you?
Good. George, I noticed you put the whole entire debate on Live Leak. That was kind of a good call. I think you did.
Yes, I did. And it's funny. They stripped out all the comments. I had about a paragraph or so of my comments, and they stripped it out, and the damn thing got up into the high 300s on views, and another, I don't know, somewhere around 300 comments. It's like, whoa, that whatever they did at Mod Central, they did a good thing, because it really got popular. And I was very surprised. Yeah. Those of you who are logged in at LiveLeak, I don't know if you've seen my various memes on steroids series, but I did a series of memes on steroids series, and I made the rude ones. I made mature audiences, so if you don't log in, you can't see them. But if you log in and you look at them on my channel, they're sort of a hoot. Especially if you're pro-Trump, they're a real hoot. You have a good time with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, here's a couple. You had hair. Yeah, he did. Everyone did at one time.
I still have hair. I'm shaving it. You saw. I think you saw on my Cypher This channel on LiveLeak where I did the cancer videos. I mean, I had all this friggin' slow growing cancer on my face, on my head, and I got tired of the doctors were missing it. Then the dermatologists were missing it on my head. I said, "Fuck this! I'm going to shave my head." And then I realized I'm saving a whole bunch of money on haircuts. So I can grow hair if I want, but I prefer to be hairless on the head. I put little products on there and keep the scalp clean and clear, but I just shave it about every 2 days, 3 days.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Question for you, Anna. Joe thinks did you dye your hair?
Of course, I want to be blonde.
That's right. That's a good way to be, is blonde.
You went blonde, the whole, all over, full blonde?
Yes, basically my real color is so dark brown.
I'll be a little bit lewd. Just shave the rug and nobody ever knows that you got
I'm there. You have to leave a bit of
the old man's making his moves.
That's all right. Anna is not easily offended. She's more on the other side.
You're well overdue for another cooking video,
For me?
No, Lacey.
What is that? What'd you just do, Anna? What was that?
She's
What
I don't know
This is-
what she's up to. She's
is
she's
funny.
all over the place.
What the fuck?
Ah,
funny one.
this is what I'm working on. Oh, I got a 30 pack for $20, so that's not too bad.
Traditional
Yeah,
German drink, and you
That
can
tastes
mix with beer. Yeah.
Junior.
My weight's going up, but I guess I'll deal with that. Weight goes up and down, but ugly never leaves one. And hopefully I can nobody ugly on this series though. We're all good looking.
Come on.
That's right.
Yeah, right. Lacey's making some hot cocoa up there. I wonder what cold in Texas is anyways, like probably 40, 50 degrees. I'm thinking that's probably
most likely. Most likely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Have any of you seen The Plot Against the President? It's playing on Amazon Prime now. Excellent.
No?
You want to get an idea of what the prior administration did to Monsieur Trump. You can watch that movie for free if you subscribe to Amazon Prime. The Plot Against the President. Excellently done.
Yeah. I can't believe Amazon's even allowing it, because everybody's, they call that shit immediately, George.
I'm finishing out a 7-day muting on Twitter. And you know what I said? I said, Copernic went full retard. You never go full retard. And they muted me for 7 days for that. I guess the word retard is what they're, focusing on. But I mean, it was hard. I sent that message to, someone I'm subscribed to, and it was friendly. It wasn't like it was just pure. That's part of one of the great lines in the movie Tropic Thunder, and. They're gonna mute me for 7 days. I'm pretty sure it's, I've kept my history up. I don't know if you guys know that high level web masters and techies who are controlling a website can look at the history of the users that come on, and I have purposely not cleared my history. I have a history that now goes back probably 2-3 months, and these folk who are in control in Twitter, who are, censoring conservative voices, I'm sure that one of them grabbed my history and said, "Oh, this fucker's, he's toast. I'm gonna mute his ass for 7 days." So,
Twitter does all the time. They deleted. I had like 20 accounts on Twitter. They deleted all of it.
What?
So they're like that. This, Twitter. They delete your accounts all the time.
If I'm hearing you right, they're definitely activist on the leftist side.
Yes.
If I'm hearing you right, yeah.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah,
so I think Trump will win anyway.
I do too.
Because there's nothing worse than Trump. The other things are.
I would be surprised if he doesn't, but I'm ready for disappointment if it happens. I'm fine with if it doesn't.
Or they will kill them, like they did with Kennedy. They kill all the presidents who are good. They kill them.
Kennedy, you like Kennedy, huh?
No, they won't get him. They won't.
Yeah, he wants
dispatch him. They won't get him.
Try to make peace,
Yeah, do you think that there was more than one person involved with the assassination of JFK?
To be honest, like my opinion,
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't have the insight, but my opinion is that he was killed by several groups.
Who's the director that made that movie?
Oliver Stone.
Yeah, he made it. Yeah, that was quite a movie.
Oliver Stone. But let me tell you something about Lee Harvey. He went to Mexico City a couple of months before JFK was killed. Now, all the embassies that they wouldn't let in the U.S., Russia and whatnot, it was a hotbed of espionage in Mexico City. That was like an entrance point for North America. So he spent some time there. Of course, it was basically impossible to trace him. Came back a few months later, he killed JFK. So, there is certainly things to be questioned going on there,
But the Russians had no point in killing Kennedy, because Kennedy was actually quite friendly to them, I think.
Yeah, but Lee Harvey Oswald tried to defect to Russia at one point. He had moved to Russia and taken a Russian wife.
That's true, yeah.
I mean, I've read the whole Warren report a few times. It's quite a good read, but it's obviously.
I don't know enough about this topic. My opinion is that maybe he was killed by several secret services for some reason, but maybe those are Russians. I cannot say it.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, whatever happened, it sucked. You know, we don't need
I don't
that.
think that the Russians had a point in doing it because he was quite friendly to them and made compromises and so on to them, yeah. Or there was really a point to kill him. But who knows? I mean, the Russians also killed many East German politicians, so who knows, yeah.
Who knows? How's the cocoa, Lacey?
Yeah, why are you so upside down? You're like upside down. On purpose?
Cocoa's okay at the pub. Not everyone drinks alcohol.
Yeah, for a long time, I was just having Crystal Light watermelon, strawberry, and a little touch of lemonade.
There you go. There you go.
And then I went heavy into the alcohol.
You drink a Crystal? What?
What? Crystal Light. It's a no calorie, no calorie, non-carbonated, tasty drink. I've been drinking it for about 10 years. I mean, it's my favorite thing to drink. And I mix it's my favorite mixer with vodka too. A lot of people don't like it because it's got the aspartame. Aspartame's like the boogaboo, thing that a lot of people don't like. Now, I don't care. I think something before aspartame is going to kill me. Something else will kill me rather than aspartame.
Right. Just running through the comments here. What is this guy saying? Joe Masters, during the presidential debate, the commentator tab on Twitter, nearly 95% of the tweets were from pro-Biden journalists. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, probably of all the mainstream journalists, you're not finding a ton of Trump fans. Obviously, a lot of them are on Fox, the popular ones.
I see that there, Lacey.
What the hell was that?
It's a sublimated gesture.
Yeah. That just means A-OK. That's all.
And it followed a brief exhalation of soft, sensuous smoke.
Alan's got it. He was killed by
I ought to start smoking reefer.
Or vaping. Or there's so many different ways.
We went over it before. The reason I don't get a medical marijuana card is that immediately the feds are still sanctioning removal of concealed carry licenses if you get a state medical marijuana card. You can't smoke a substance, that's federally illegal and then still keep your concealed carry license. So I'm just not going to do that. I'm not giving that up. I'm too weak and feeble, an elderly fat man, to give up my concealed carry. I'm not going to fight some street thug, with my fist when he's just going to beat the shit out of me.
George, I know a couple of people that have both, and they haven't had problems. So,
yeah, really,
yeah,
they probably wouldn't go after me. I mean, but still,
at this point, I think it's like recreationally legal in 9 states, so they can't get all the recreational fuckers that are buying.
Oh, nice
weed.
Nice cat.
Yeah,
beautiful cat, actually. Yeah.
But what is with this camera? I feel drunk already when I watch your camera.
That's called panning around, showing the sights. That's right.
Cool.
Sam,
little tiger tabby there. Yeah, man. I've got a tabby that jumps up. His name's Beast, and he'll get up behind me regularly. Yeah, he'll come up eventually when he gets hungry. It's about time. Yeah, they're starting to get hungry again, I'm sure.
Graham Han, I have done hot knives with hashish, and it is pretty good. You get 2 butter knives, you warm them up, and you put the hash on one and squeeze it between them and inhale the smoke.
Somebody said they want Jesse Ventura for president. That's great.
And Storm seems to think possibly it looks like Biden is gonna pull this one off. So,
anything's possible. I don't think so, but anything's possible.
Yeah, Jesse Ventura had a conspiracy theory show for a while, a few years ago. I kind of got into it. It was goofy,
Yeah.
mindless watching.
The Building 7. He was all into the Building 7, controlled detonation thing.
What is
In the
Building
World
7?
Trade Centers. Building, the Twin Trade Center buildings that went down in Manhattan.
Yes.
There was another, the Building 7 was another lower profile building. I don't know what do you think, 15, 20 stories maybe even less, but it went down about
20.
half 4 or 5 hours later, and it went down like pancakes, just like the big buildings went down. And
I watched it,
a lot of people went all conspiracy tard on that, and thought that it was an inside job.
No, I don't think so.
No,
I think it was the case, but
no, I don't either.
everyone has their own opinions on that. Yeah.
They're all out there. A lot of weirdos.
I don't think that
there.
the US would destroy like the buildings that go 300 years.
No.
Bullshit.
I think my theory is that so many people, they saw it on TV and they just don't have enough understanding to view how vast that destruction was. And they think that the trade centers were as big as their TV or their monitor.
Yeah.
not half a mile high or a third of a mile high like they were. They just don't get it. They don't understand that no way a U.S. president or a U.S. intelligence service would do that to their own people. It just wouldn't be done. It was the financial nerve center of the entire world, and I mean, there's just no way that would be done.
I remember that. I saw this live on TV when it happened.
Yeah.
I
was working at a computer store when that happened, and all of a sudden this TV came out, and all the I was more of a front. I actually did have what's called a Computer Technology Institute of America A+ certification for hardware and operating systems, but I was more of a front desk guy. I was like the front guy when you came in the door. I would sell peripherals and things like that, and cables, and but the bench techs, everybody, the owner, the bench techs, me. I mean, we were in front of that TV just going, "Oh shit."
There was two things that I question about it. Number one is all the structural engineers who get together and talk about the thermite and the rapid falling of the buildings, and why there's so many of them that question it. People who know a lot more about that stuff than I do. That's worth questioning it to me. Secondly, the pilots who took the guys who supposedly flew the planes, when they took lessons, the instructors said they were horrendous pilots, and some of the maneuvers they had to do flying those planes at those speeds were pretty goddamn technical. So I wonder, you got to question what happened.
Cool, look, my father is also an engineer, structural engineer. Yeah, and he also says this happened like that. Also, when it burns, the steel also can melt. So it's not really true that it cannot melt. It can melt, and so he thinks it's real. I mean, I don't say he's the best one in the world.
Right. The steel. The steel, tensile strength steel, failed, and then once the pancaking occurred, then
because this plane, it's full, it's pure, and then
hey, Philip, I said as I belched.
What's going on, guys?
It's going good. Hope you're doing well.
I am.
You barbecuing out there today, or are you just inside? I figured you would be. You're a good man.
Burgers that are gonna be on the grill.
The grill master.
Right on, buddy. Very good. Good to have you. I had this speaker. I was going to do like intro music for everybody. Totally shit the bed on that. I mean, I can barely read the chat and have a conversation at the same time. I need a producer.
I'm being assaulted by Total Utter Nutter about I'm believing the government version. Yes, Total Utter Nutter, I do believe it. I believe the government version. I
don't know what to believe. I just don't. I am one of these people who likes to question everything. And when people get aggressive, like you shouldn't question that and this, or it's wrong, just question everything, man. That's what what a smart person would do, you know?
You know, what is it? Question authority or something like that.
Sure. Yeah.
Nothing wrong about questioning authority.
Right.
Right. That's what keeps authority honest.
There you go.
Indeed.
Blind Fury. 9/11 hijackers were mostly from Saudi Arabia, right? An ally. Very strange.
I mean, they were a nest that followed Osama bin Laden that happened to be, you know, in Saudi Arabia, but, you know, allied with the what would you call it, the rogue element of the bin Laden family, of which Mr. Osama was the leader. So, I mean, in one sense, yeah, they were Saudis. And, you know, the one thing that bothers me about that was that, yeah, Saudis were allowed to fly out when everybody else was grounded. I do remember that.
That was strange.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I'm not sure why that happened. What? Go ahead, Stu.
Sorry to ask, but how everyone was grounded, but only they could fly? How?
Right. Yeah. I think that is correct. I mean, I could be wrong factually, but I believe that's the fact pattern that everybody was grounded. The entire, you know, country was grounded, and I don't know if Bush thought it was for their safety or what, but my understanding.
Well, there were some members of the Saudi royal family who were there at the time.
Right.
And I think it was, and I think when they say royal family, that shit is massive. There could be cousins, or, you know, if you're a member, you're in there.
Right.
So I think it had something to do with them. Although, I mean, Americans really didn't figure out who the hell did it in the whole lineage to Saudi Arabia until, God knows, weeks later, easily, maybe longer. One thing we did know, because he had done it before, was that fucking bin Laden had something to do with it. Because in '94 or '3, he hit the towers with the box truck
from the basement. Yeah,
from the basement.
Right.
So there was no questioning about that. I was painting a beautiful house in Vermont, probably $10 million home. We had it on Howard Stern, which back then he was on terrestrial radio for free. And
Howard Stern, yeah.
Stern was in fucking New York doing his show as it was happening. He was talking about it live, man. It was really his best moment, you know. It was very cool.
I bet it was.
He's changed a lot since then. Now he used to make fun of celebrities. Now he just interviews them. You know, that's.
I almost never watched him. A couple of the most outrageous little bits that he got in, you know, that he put out, you know, got so viral. Yeah, so viral that I saw a few of his things, but I never watched him on any or listened to him on a regular basis. He just not quite my style.
Yeah, I hear you. I liked his.
Did you watch him, Aphid Lip? Did you like Howard Stern?
I listened to him until he wanted to like pay radio, and then I was like, you know, I'm not paying for this.
All right, yeah, you gotta.
But I think I was
cough up $20 a month.
Listened a little bit the day of 9/11 when he was over there.
Yeah. He ran long that day. I think he was on K-Rock, the old New York radio station.
Lacey hates people. Haven't seen her in a while. How you doing, Lacey?
Yeah. There she is. It's a thumbs up.
I think she's muted herself, but it doesn't say it's muted on here.
She's just probably trying to be quiet.
Maybe. I mean, she's having a hot cocoa party over there. You don't have to be quiet for that.
Being challenged by Kevin Hansen. Why is he called Cypher this when he believes the government? What the fuck? Well, actually, Mr. Hansen, it's me that's the cipher, and I got to figure myself out. The joy of the erratically lived life is my latest acronym by which I live because I'm so fucking weird. Thank you very much, sir. I have an atypical life, and it's been hard for me to figure it out. That's the cipher this. It's not extended outward, it's extended inward. There, I hope that satisfies your need to know.
Right. I mean, that's he's obviously thinking that 9/11 was something fucking inside or something.
Yeah. He should come on and let us know what he thinks.
Yeah, come on, Hansen.
Come on, Mr. Hansen, and get on the stream. You can do it. You're probably more technical than me for sure.
George, you put a little bit of like a Norwegian accent on Hansen there. George Hansen.
George Hansen. Oh no, what is that? That's Irish. Irish. Come on, Mr. Hansen, get your butt on here right now.
That's right. He's just one of the others now. He used to be the outlier, and now Howard and fucking right in line. He used to talk shit up and down about the one who dances every time during our show, Ellen DeGeneres. Now he's like loves her. He interviews her every show.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah, right.
She's got a bad reputation with her show, staff. She's supposedly a mean bitch.
Yeah, that's all coming out now.
Yeah. But she's making a comeback. She's gonna muscle on through it like a good. Well, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
We won't go there. We won't be mean to Miss Degenerate.
I mean, I'm gonna make a guess at her net worth as $300 million. Let's see here.
Oh, she's rich. Closer to $1 billion, probably.
Yeah, really? She's a rich bitch. No doubt about it. I'm a lewd dude, and she's a rich bitch. That's the way it is.
330 to 490 million. Almost. Yeah, I was close.
You were close.
That's pretty good.
Good job, Steve. Smoke Steve.
Robert Plant from the venerable Led Zeppelin is probably worth about 400 million, and the guy sold WhatsApp a few years ago for 15 billion. So there's, you could be Robert Plant and make the greatest rock and roll ever, or you could start a fucking app.
I love some of the stuff that Robert Plant put out. That the Highway song, on a don't highway, white lights in the city right by. That's a newer. Yeah, man, that was great. I used to listen to that and just go, oh yeah.
That's a good driving at night song.
Yep, it is.
Nathan, anything special going on the burgers there, buddy?
More of that sweet smoke pouring out of Lacey's feed there. Good job.
Going on the burgers, like bacon, mushrooms, toppings.
Grilled, or not grilled, like kind of like onion petals, like onion strings, fried onion strings.
I just ate a pound of chicken thighs. Very good. I'm a lazy cook, and I'll nuke them. I'll stick butter, salt and pepper, a little oregano, a little basil, and then just nuke them in the microwave, for about 5-6 minutes, and they come out tasty as all get out. They put out a lot of juice. You cut off a big old piece, tip the plate over, drink the juice.
Hold on 1 second, Georgie. You're telling me you're putting raw chicken in the microwave?
I think that's what he just said.
Well, no. First you put the frozen raw chicken. Custom defrost it for about 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Then make sure the plate doesn't have the goopy stuff on it. Right. Then do it, and then it cooks all up. It cooks off any pathogens. It works great. And I mean, I really don't have time for all the fancy dancy stuff, of grilling, or sometimes I'll put it in a pot or a pan, and I'll grill it in the pan. I'll stove grill it. Is that the right word, or am I? No.
Yeah.
What do you do? You put it on the stove. Is it grilling?
Saute on the stove top.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, saute it up, a little olive oil, 15 minutes per side, little mushrooms, little white wine. Oh, man.
Yeah, that's too fancy for me. I mean, I really have mastered the microwave. I think I've joked in a couple areas. I'm starting to look now for dating, opportunities again. I finally, after trying to work things out, about 3 months ago, I talked about, trying to, normalize things with my ex-wife and maybe get back.
Yeah, and for the record, I never asked, even though I wondered, but then you stopped talking about it. So, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, all of the attraction was gone. I mean, there was just, and I just couldn't do it to her where I would just bring her back into my life without a real attraction and love physically for her. And there was none there on my part towards her, and she was trying to make it happen. And I finally just really, it was all done without any raucous yelling or shouting or domestic strife. And I just said, I'm not going to be able to to get back with you. And then she just said, well, life goes on. And that was pretty much it. I texted her about a week ago and, said, everything's going, your family's, excuse me, your family doing well. And yes, thank you for asking. Everything's going well. that was that. So, Tiokafata Arla, who's indecipherable? Tiokafordalala?
Right.
Tiokafordalala, how do you say that? Come on and tell us.
Right.
Oh, you guys from the Troll Central are giving us a load of stuff.
Cashmere, great tune, Martin. Is that you in the picture? Wow, cracking. Come on if you want, buddy. Make it an even number. Oh, Marty. I was going to play a tune and everything. I never played the song. Was a fuck up at the beginning, right? Because I didn't schedule it till like 5:45, so there was no 5:30 warning. Anyone know?
I know. I kept looking, man. I go, what the heck is he all? I wondered if you were okay, actually. That you might have had a family emergency or something.
Oh, I was like looking for boots on Amazon, and you can't find the right ones, man.
Hey, if you go to rockport.com, you can get like 2 for $79. I'm serious. Rockport, yeah, Rockports. I don't know if they'll bring it up. I mean, I subscribe sort of, and I'm I've got an account there, so maybe I've got some preferred offering. But it might be that you can just go there, and the offer may stand for the 2 for $79. They're starting to run out of inventory because it's such a good sale. About a year ago, they did the same thing, and I bought a couple of. I bought brown and black. Like Chukka boots, 2 real nice Chukka boot, sets. Yeah. Oh, they're one of the best.
Hey, Manzi, what's up, buddy? You're not being ignored. In fact, I think it's the song that this man, Manzi Munster himself, wanted me to play. That I kind of went over it, but maybe it isn't him. Is anyone drinking? Yeah, man. Got a Bud Light here. I got
Cheers.
Finish up my drink.
Cheers, Smoke Steve.
Cheers, buddy.
Over there. Oh, I just heard some feedback.
What is that, a blue moon? It looks like a blue moon from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. Eyes are still good.
Good going.
Yeah, Joe, what are you drinking, brother? Nope, not yet. I don't have any whiskey, just a little bit of vodka. Well, a lot of vodka.
They got the car show, or what's it called? The Bear Jackson's on this weekend.
That's a good one. Love that. It's nothing like when they pull out one of those old Shelby Cobras original, and it's up in the 2 millions. Like after 2 minutes, you're like, holy fuck, those guys are they want that car,
I'd love.
It's always been a dream of mine to go out with my brother and get like a 91 Camaro for like $12,000, like one of the crappiest cars, but just to get the car.
Like the first day, like Thursday, or whatever, there, you can get a car for $6-7 grand down there.
Sure.
And sometimes it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey, Alan Reeder, thanks for the thought there about even the NSA needs drugs to figure me out.
Yep.
Yeah, I like to be indecipherable, to the authorities. I haven't threatened anybody or, gone, weirdo militia on anybody. So I don't think I'm under any microscopes from any authorities. But hell, I have been mighty active on LiveLeak and to a degree on the Discuss channel. Discuss covers all different types of websites, the third-party providers for messaging and for bulletin boards, message boards, and I'm not only on LiveLeak but on other sites. I'm very activist. Once Twitter gets done with their bullshit muting of me, the 7-day muting that they pulled on me, I'll get back in there. And now I know not to use the term retard.
Did you piss in their backyard or something? What's going on?
I said Kaepernick went full retard. You never go full retard, and for that they muted me for 7 days.
Wow.
We're on a 5 retard limit here, George. I think you're up to 5 now. So let's say on the etard, Ray.
On the etard, Nay. Okay, I'll stop. They probably do. Hell, Even here on YouTube, they probably. Sorry, YouTube, I didn't mean it.
Well, they'd have to
I
have
don't know
somebody
how it
watching.
works. No, it's probably more of some like voice recorder thing that if we said too many bad words, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to test it, Anna. Don't be testing it.
They got the sniffers out there. They definitely got the bot sniffers out there, Definitely. I upload stuff, when I use on LiveLeak and on YouTube, under the Gorgeous George Begonia channel that I have, I'll upload stuff that's got copyrighted music, and they spot that copyrighted music within a minute.
It's like a thing that
it's a sniffer. They got the sniffers. Yeah. And I'm sure they got the thing for keywords, for key, no words, which
right.
I won't even say the other ones. There's all sorts of words you can't say.
George, my idea with intro music, if it's copyrighted and I let it play for too long, it could actually end this or get the stream banned. Okay.
Well, it won't ban it, but it won't put it. It'll say, hey, it's been blocked and you could go over the sound later.
Right. So, but if I play them myself, we're good.
Yeah, and sometimes like when I did those shows, I used at the beginning of the one, it was a song that had 10, 15,000 views or something. So I was like, there's no way that's going to be in their system. And
it depends on it. It's funny. The different musical artists treat it differently. And when I did that bodybuilding collage video that I did on the Gorgeous George Begonia channel, they made it such that any views would be monetized over to Moby. The music that I used was a Moby, wonderful Moby song. It was the same song that was used in Seabiscuit. One of the racing, when Seabiscuit was running the track, they used this really cool, just wonderfully, elevating music as Seabiscuit was doing his thing. And I've always just loved that song after I heard it on the movie Seabiscuit. So I looked it up, figured out it was Moby, and they allowed that song to stay up, and they didn't slam my video for copyright infringement, but they made sure that any monetization, any views were attributed to Moby, which fine with me, as long as they let it stay up. I did have to get rid of the hammer music, Too Legit to Quit. I had, and I had to go ahead and they told me to basically, actually, I think they did it. They sliced the video so that none of Too Legit to Quit would play. And then I manually went in and refined it. Who said that? Who's fucking around?
I think he's making fun of Martin's name.
Martin. Oh, Frog. Okay. That's one thing. It's always pissed me off on LiveLeak. If you want to set me off on LiveLeak, call me that.
Well, as he points out here, it is actually just a bundle of sticks.
No, I just listen.
Oh, that's true. That is what it is, isn't it, Storm? That's
right. And that
light them up.
I think that's why they call it
a cigarette. That's what a cigarette.
Yeah, a cigarette. It's got like a bundle of sticks, a bundle of smokes.
Yeah. Euphemisms galore.
Mm-hmm.
Am I talking too loud? Did somebody make note that I'm talking too loud?
No, not at all.
Am I monopolizing? I'll shut up if I am.
No, you're good.
No.
Okay. I know how that gets. We have that happen sometimes.
Hey, Lacey, can you talk? Lacey, say something.
Has she said anything the whole time?
Yeah, she talked earlier. Now she's in silent mode.
That's just plain rude.
Boring. Like, oh my god. And then what?
We're boring
for saying retarded somewhere, and we can't say faggot. Can we say people who annoy you or no?
It's not.
You can say people who annoy you.
You still got those jokes? Do you got any jokes for us tonight?
Them
cooking
faggots,
videos?
What are they going to do? Them retarded motherfuckers.
Oh.
You can say retarded all day long. Retarded is fine. I say retarded all the time. Nothing wrong with that.
Put your camera over to the stove, Lacey. We want to see another cooking video. I love your cooking videos. They were great. Okay. What?
Retarded or faggot, retarded faggot. said, somebody has to stand up for the retarded faggots of America. It might as well be, one of you guys.
Look, I work in a school. I work in a school where most children have some problems and they are retarded. I don't think it's funny because they're not to blame.
Yeah, I mean that. I can sort of see why Twitter, jumped on me for
I work
that.
in school. Half the children have some problems, but they still not get bad people because of that. You know what I mean?
I do.
Yeah.
See, we can say fuck or bugger, obviously. I don't really even know what bugger means in the UK. What the hell?
It's a backdoor entry.
Backdoor entry, or buggery. Okay.
Yeah.
We can say fuck. We can say anything. Can you say total nutter? Yes, we can say that.
Let's go for it all. Yes.
I don't want to think of everyone to think I'm some fucking like censoring bastard, because I'm not. There's just certain things, and we haven't really crossed any lines yet here, so we're good.
No.
Yet, but let's keep it that for the whole time.
Yeah, I mean we've dealt with past indiscretions and appropriate responses.
What are you referring to me?
Others too. Too. And I have moderated quite a lot. I mean, I could come up with shit that's just so far out of the out of, what do you call it? Out of sight. It wouldn't be accepted at all. But I've got a broader range of expression than that, so I don't need to jump in there with the unacceptable stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. We have another clarification. Since we don't have any UK people here, Joe Nick is helping us with. It can also mean someone is being a dick. Got it right. So, you cheeky bugger. I got you.
Cheeky bugger. There we go. Oh, that's better. Yeah, there we go. A little more light. Not quite so pasty looking. Got those rosy cheeks, the rosacea from all the excessive alcohol.
Oh, can't do that either. Flip the camera off. That's bad.
What's that?
Oh, you can.
What are you muttering about? Are you muttering at total utter nutter?
Remember this? Nobody does that anymore. Nobody does that.
Yeah.
Or the thing off the chin. Or the tooth.
There's all sorts of them.
In Germany,
remember this one
through them all
from the 90s?
No, that's actually one of the Stooges.
Brush you off. Brush you off.
Yeah.
No, that's just an old insult.
Or this? What was this?
What?
Oh yeah.
The
dick sucking thing.
Lacey's like, I remember that.
Tell us a story, Lacey, about that.
I used to.
We want to intrude into your privacy.
Like,
let us
kind of like I don't know what this meant. It was like
she's like
a weird symbol, but I used to do that. Like whatever, dude.
I think we're treading on thin water with Lacey.
That looks like something else to me.
Right. I don't know why I did that. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, you do that in the wrong place, especially like a bathroom stall at some truck stop.
Oh, no.
You might be in trouble.
Yep. That along with assuming a wide stance. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Right. Or there's something about the foot tap. There was like a senator who was caught a few years ago in a bathroom in an airport.
That was the wide stance guy, yeah.
And he tapped his foot like a bunch of times in the other guy's stall, and it was a cup.
It's so crazy.
Oh,
we had that happen
George
here
Michael.
in Daytona, Daytona
Michael.
area. It was in
George
the
Michael?
Sears bathrooms. There was activity. It was constant homosexual activity, we'll call it, which is what it was.
At the Sears?
Yeah, in the Sears bathrooms on the second floor, and the Volusia County Beach Patrol in here in Volusia County, they're actually both paramedics and licensed police officers. So, apparently one of the attractive Volusia County Beach Patrol guys went into the Sears bathroom, and all of a sudden he's got homosexual guys hitting on him, and he sort of made an arrest. So it happens all over the place. We've had we don't need to go into it, but just a little bit. I mean, we've had in parks, on riverside parks, we've had entire bathrooms taken up because they couldn't control that kind of behavior. Michael, what's his name? The guy passed away within the last year or so. Michael, the real famous British, he was notorious about doing that.
Yes,
George Michael.
Yeah, George Michael. Yeah, he couldn't stop himself. It was sheer compulsive, addictive behavior. He would do it over and over again and get in trouble. And there's a lot of
30 years ago in East Germany or East the Soviet Union, these people would just get executed. They would not get the chance to rape anyone or something. These people, they have no chance to do anything. They just get removed. That's it.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's an odd area of the culture. I mean, and just
it's the
more millions and millions and billions of people we got, the more. I don't know if any of you have business education, statistics education, but you have when you do charting, graphical charting, you have basically your center, and then you get out into what they call the first, second, and third standard deviations, and what you end up with are these bizarro, third standard deviation human behaviors that are out there beyond normal human behavior. And
but then you have to remove these people from the street.
Oh, well, I mean, they're accommodated in the United States, and I mean, to a degree, in any of the modern Western countries, there are basically statutory allowances that sort of accommodate them. It's the LBGQ2, whatever they call them, and now you got the men wanting to go to women's bathrooms, and that's a huge fight going on with the trans. I mean, it's just weird stuff, that the common man and woman doesn't get into. But since we're on live leak and trigger warning, we do get into it.
Right. That's a subject I'd love to cross.
Hey, I do that sometimes, Smokesteve. Don't worry.
I went to the bathroom and there was like two men doing something. It was very strange.
What were they doing?
What the fuck?
Yeah, lovely Lacey, your connection is a problem.
Yeah, I think somebody tried to email on another device at Lacey's house, and it just took off that 1 megabyte bandwidth.
All right, Lacey. Yeah. Anyways, I like having her on. She seems good. I mean,
I'll be right back.
Come on back, Lacey. If you can scrounge up enough bandwidth. Down there in rural Texas, where the steers are queer, or whatever the thing is.
But wait, Lacey said she's German. So does she know her language? I tried
German?
to ask. Yeah, she said she has German ancestry.
Yeah, I don't know.
She does.
Next time ask her if she speaks our language.
Your language.
Yeah, German. My
German.
language. It's not yours, I guess. You don't know it. Or do you?
No, sprechen Sie Deutsche.
Nein?
So
nicht. So schlecht ist Deutsch nicht dann.
What we got here?
It's bad German, I don't speak. No.
Did we lose something there? Storm the Pitbull. What do we got?
Storm the Pitbull, yeah. I won't show him what I would like to show him.
9. Okay, 9. Yes, I'm trying to get here.
9.
What do we got?
Okay.
Bumpers are fucking disgusting, running around in parks in the dark like freaks. Right, Storm's right. I mean, get a room. It's the oldest expression in the book. Get a fucking room, guys. You know what I'm saying? But literally, a lot of butts after dark. Do you speak Bulgarian? Joe Masters is asking Anna.
Yes.
Oh.
Russian.
Guten Nacht. I guess that means she's going away. Guten Nacht. See you later, Lacey.
Gute Nacht is
I
bald.
think she's just saying the only words she knows. Because she said 9.
9.
What does that mean? No?
Correct.
Yeah, do you know German? You can speak in German now.
No, I don't know German.
Of course, because Americans never speak any foreign languages, so no.
I don't speak any foreign language.
Of course not.
I barely speak English.
You speak English, but that's
I
it.
took French in school, but I don't remember. I know how to count to 10, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
French.
6,
I also
7,
learned French for 6 years.
10. French?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on.
No, Martin. I haven't done any new interviews.
Right, Martin. Yeah. What's up with the interviews, Aphid?
Well, I mean, I just got no motivation. I mean, maybe once if they if they devote some more energy towards that radio station. But there ain't nobody gonna be listening to it, so I just do it.
What's
I was thinking about maybe doing a show for the election. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, I think we should do a live show with as many people as possible.
That's what I'm talking about.
But you will cry because Trump will win. You know
He's
that?
not gonna win. You want to bet?
Of course he will.
He's not gonna
100
win.
euros. I bet 100 euros.
100 euros?
How much is that?
120?
Yeah, so I bet that Trump will win and Biden is like...
And Biden what? What's that mean?
He will just fuck off and die, I guess.
Or lose the election? Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Because he doesn't know what his name is. He's just a dementia patient. Like
he was fairly... For the first hour of the last debate, Biden was decent. He made some... When he called Trump Abraham Lincoln, I know he was being sarcastic, but that shit was awkward, Aphid. I don't know if you saw that.
I didn't watch the debate. Well, it was real nice here Thursday. And, you know, Thanksgiving's coming up, and we do our family deals where we share, like, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter, we split them with my wife's side of the family.
What, other human beings came into your house?
Well, hold on. It was real nice here. So tonight we were supposed to do Thanksgiving, and we're going to do it outside, but it was going to be like 50 degrees. And we we're going to have a fire and watch a movie and stuff. But Thursday, we saw it was going to be like 80-something degrees. So we changed it to Thursday, and I took off and made a huge Thanksgiving meal, and we watched a movie, and all were outside and stuff. So we got our Thanksgiving, and now we don't have to worry about it.
Nice. So you're doing it early.
Oh, so anyway, I didn't watch the reason I brought that up is because I didn't watch the debate because I was outside.
It's a good debate.
I recorded it, and then I was like, I don't feel like, you know, sitting through this, especially if it's not live.
Right. I hear you.
So I watched Fox, and I watched MSNBC. I skipped back and forth when I got back done with everything, you know, to see the night and day differences on how they interpreted what happened.
Right.
It's pretty ridiculous. I mean, each side, you know, was just saying how good they did, whichever channel you watch.
Of course.
They're just feeding you whatever you want. Whatever you want to hear is what they're going to feed you.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So next weekend is Halloween, but it's going to be an odd night for the pub because I have a kid, but I still want to do it a little later. I'm trying to get someone to start the show at 6 my time. Aphid?
What, on Halloween?
Next
is that loud?
Saturday.
Somebody's saying my mic isn't very loud.
Aphid, so it's 6:04 right there for you, right?
Right now, yep.
So it would be a 5 o'clock start for you.
Yeah, I'm not doing it on Halloween.
Damn. Okay, I'm starting with you. I'm going to go Hayden next because it's the live birthday.
I probably won't be here. Yeah, but I doubt Hayden's going to do anything for the live league birthday.
Live league birthday? No.
I don't think he has for like 3 or 4 years.
Graham, maybe. Maybe we can, if we can get in touch with Biscuit Vapes, we can make him one of the night of the Trigger Warning Roundtable, and
I hope he's okay.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, has he not been here a couple weeks? Was
No,
he not here
just
last week?
this is the second week.
Uh-oh.
I can feel my damn pulse in my head. So this is lisinopril, a big milligram dosage of blood pressure medication is good. Big. I mean, it's like thunk thunk thunk, and it's not hurting, but it's like that's not right. So, 40 milligrams of lisinopril, and I should be good to go.
It's funny because I get I have kidney failure,
Oh yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
So I get it cleaned every week.
Well, I mean,
Water.
the blood pressure medication helps me enormously. Enormously.
So yeah,
I would be in
Life is
trouble
nice.
if I didn't have it. Well, I'm sorry, Anna, I interrupted you. Go ahead. Excuse me.
I don't care about that because
Well, the alcohol will raise blood pressure a lot. It does things, to the kidneys.
something has to kill you, as we say. Yeah?
Something's going to get us, but we don't. You're too young for something to get you yet.
34. Not that young, but yeah.
Well, good to have you back, dealer. I hope you got a nice car from your used car dealer. That I'm sure that's what he went to see, which would
That was a quick sale.
Yeah, quick sale. He probably got a little a Yugo. They sell them quick.
I once owned an English Ford Anglia and then an English Ford Cortina, and I wish that I hadn't owned either of them. There's something else, a little scooter cars,
What do you think about Ford Mondeo?
What?
Ford Mondeo. You like them?
I don't know. I don't know that vehicle. Is a vehicle?
Ford and Mondeo.
I'm sorry.
I'm English?
I'm missing what you're saying. I'm
Here,
sorry.
put it in the private chat, Anna.
Yeah, I write it here. Wait a moment. I'm sorry. I have to write it.
I think she said Jaguar.
Jaguar?
No, just my.
She said Volkswagen.
My
That's what she
I'm
was
going to
saying.
say, this is what I heard. Pot Mondial. Pot Mondial. Ford
Mondeo. That's like a.
Mondeo.
Yeah, my microphone's
SUV?
at smoke. I'm sorry for that. Yeah.
No, it wasn't
Yeah.
the microphone.
It's all right.
No, hopefully soon you'll have a new one. New
It's a
mic.
quite old car, like 10 years ago or something.
Mondeo. Montego? Wasn't there a Ford Montego, or is that a...
No, Mondeo. I don't know if it's... Maybe you don't have it in the US.
Okay,
Well, they
I'm
probably
gonna go-
call it something else here.
I'm going to go look it up, and I'll be back in a sec. I'm
We
over
don't
on
have
another
one
screen.
of those.
Ford
I
Mondeo.
don't want to bother anyone. Just
Cup of tea. Yeah, we don't have
my
that here.
parents use that. And
Well,
it's
actually, it's showing up. Yeah, it is showing up.
It's probably a European
Ford
look.
Mondeo. There it is.
What's
It's
it
a
look like?
large family car manufactured by Ford since 1993. It's a world car. It's a Ford model lines worldwide. The European Ford Sierra, the Telstar.
Yes,
No, we don't. I don't think we don't have it over here, Anna. But that's it was a good try. It was that's a legitimate effort.
It's not a bad car. Yeah. My father used it.
Yeah, it was a good. That was a good try at intercontinental communication.
Hey, you know better about cars. Like you're a man. A man knows better about cars.
I mean, you were spot on. You knew exactly what you were saying, and it just wasn't a Western, a United States car, and all of us that are on the stream right now are United States guys.
It almost looks like a Ford Fusion, but I think they stopped making those, so it's that's probably what it used to be.
Martin, come on if you want to add the UK to it there, brother. Oh, wait, that's not Martin. I lost Martin. There he is. It's been on before. Cool. Never heard of it.
Car.
Basically a Ford Taurus in Europe.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Are all you guys getting blasted with, solicitations for political contributions, or are you inactive enough politically that you're not getting it? I'm getting blasted 10 times a day. I'm getting solicitations.
In what way? Like emails or?
Text.
Oh,
text,
no,
and some emails don't bother me, but the text I have to go through one at a time. And I guess I could put one of them said, you've disappointed us, and I put STOP. You're like, fuck you, I disappointed you.
Well, that's all you're supposed to do. STOP in capital letters usually takes you out of the loop.
And I normally don't do that because they don't bother me. I understand that both sides are fervently going for funds and for the win. So, the side that I'm on is the one that's soliciting me. So I'm not after them to get lost. But when they start saying we're disappointed in you, you've let us down, it's like, get the fuck out of here. I've probably contributed about, since 2018, 2019 or so, somewhere around $400 to about 6 or 7 different conservative candidates, including Monsieur Trump, but not anymore. I can't afford it. I'm pretty savvy on looking at my economic profile, and I can't afford to be shelling out hundreds more dollars to anybody. It's got to have a limit there, and I've decided the limit has been reached.
I've never seen a candidate that I wanted to give a dime to.
Well, you're probably wiser than me, I'm just one of those passionate partisan guys who gets all lost in the fray. You're very calm on Lively, Aphid Lip. I haven't seen you doing anything.
I haven't been on there at all.
Oh yeah, are you? Do you go on Gab?
I don't go on nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
Facebook Marketplace, and I look for stuff to buy for cheap.
Yeah.
I don't even go on Twitter really anymore either.
Yeah, I'm all over the place. I get a cheap. It's a positive payoff. I get positive emotional payoffs, and it just, I don't know. I guess it's what they classically, that movie was made on. I think they put it up on Netflix about the social network, right? And they talk about the payoff, and they make it addictive. They make the payoff addictive, and I don't know if I'm lulled and tricked into that, or whether I think I'm fully aware of it and enjoy it. I mean, because I'm retired, I have unfortunately very little private life. I have no significant other in my life right now, and I mean, I'm just real active, and I enjoy it. I enjoy getting it, mixing it up, especially on LiveLeak. And I mean, it's LiveLeak is the one site that allows full-on obscenity constantly, as long as you don't the anti-Semitic, racist, or doxing. If you don't do those, excuse me, the old Budweiser belch. You can do just about anything else, and I mean, I take advantage of it.
On LiveLeak?
Yeah, I love calling people cunts on LiveLeak. It's great.
Yeah, you can swear, but I don't think you can insult race or.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Those are the verboten things,
right?
But anything else just about goes. And I mean, I take advantage of that because it's cathartic. My whole life, this whole erratic thing that I'm into, and how things turned out for me over a decades-long period of, dysfunction and injury and disease processes. I mean, I do have. What's the word? It's a desire to make my voice heard, but my voice is very harsh and vulgar and base almost, But my intellect works well. I mean, I think I have relatively refined intellectual understandings of how the world works, but my voice is harsh. It's just an ugly, mean-spirited voice that it probably makes it a good thing that I never had kids and that I'm single right now. Because I'm rough. There's just no two ways about it, and I mean, I don't pretend otherwise. So, I'm fair-minded in some ways, but some of the people, what you see on the other side of the aisle. I'm sure you think you see conservatives, Aphid Lip, that are equally just complete idiots, and I think I see that from the left wingers that I see on LiveLeak, and I mean, I just want to attack them, and it's
I don't like either of them though.
Yeah,
you don't have to put me into some kind of.
I'm not.
Group.
I was guessing, and
I can't
I
stand
guessed
either
wrong.
of them.
I guessed wrong.
Like when
I
I
would,
see on Facebook or something, I mean, I get just as irritated at either one of them.
Yeah. Well, yours is a more you're even keeled. I see that. You're the grill master. You're no.
Right.
You're not some idiot who just talks shit. You're
Oh, I am.
thoughtful person. Well, you're a thoughtful person. You are.
I consider myself to be similar to Aphid in that there's parts of both conservative and liberal beliefs that I take to make up my own mind. I can't compartmentalize myself to one side or the other. Obviously, I've got a lot of different beliefs about different things, and none of them align with specifically anybody, just myself. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I mean,
individualist.
Do you agree with anybody like that? Like barely more than 50%. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, because you're right. Some of the stuff we agree on.
So how could you put yourself to a party? And then some people say, "Oh, you're just weak for not picking a side." I'm like, that's ridiculous. I don't have a problem with the two-party system. I think it's it's done us well, at least here in the United States. But to subscribe to one side or the other and check with your party to see how you feel about a certain thing, is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's mostly the extremes that I don't like. The more centrist of both sides I agree more with those people.
Yeah, I went into a university town, sort of hampered by personal issues, and then went both blue collar tradesman and military, and then continued to live in that university town that was basically an intelligentsia, governed and academia controlled town. And I got this weird alienative thing that started happening. And as things finally fell apart for me at the end of my stay in Gainesville at the University of Florida, where the University of Florida is, it was enough of an alienative experience that I think it scarred me a little bit. I mean, I'm aware of some of the dynamics of what's going on in my belief system, but I think that to a degree I might still be carrying some inappropriate resentment to how things were happening over there. So it's hard, if you're blue collar in a university, almost exclusively university and medically, centered town, you're going to get, not the best of evaluation of who you are. I mean, I was over and over again evaluated in ways that I thought were, in my own mind, not very fair, and I kept it to myself for the most part. But once I got free and clear of it, and I look back at it now, I attack that phenomenon because I don't think that, I don't know what percentage of people in the United States have 4-year college degrees. I think it's about 25-30%. But when that 20 to 30% assumes that they know better than the other 70% everything that should be done because they have the credentialed degrees, that gives them, what they think is authority, they have to be much more careful than they are, in my opinion, about how they evaluate themselves. They assume superiority when in fact it's a combination of luck of the draw and good fortune. There are IQ differences. There's intellect that is at the forefront. Academic accomplishment moves all the way from the grammar schools all the way through junior, senior high, and into college. And those who are able to academically perform throughout their entire lives, yes, they really do deserve some real consideration. But it's when those same people assume more superiority than the consideration that they deserve that causes the problems. And they start, pulling shenanigans on the common person who doesn't have advanced degrees and who isn't, accomplished on an academic level, but who has been contributing all their life, tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars of taxes, which is my case. And I'm just not going to have someone who's been sucking public money all of their lives telling me what's good for me to do in relation to them taking taxpayer money. It just the circuitous logic that goes both on the academic side and then on the lay side of things. I mean, I have enough college credits to have a friggin' doctorates, but they are not all joined together. They're in different disciplines, and they're, at one point in my life I'd follow one interest, then I'd get another. So I have a 2-year degree, associate arts degree in business, management. So, basically business administration, business management, a real good ability to handle finance, statistics, business law, took business law courses, macro and microeconomics. I mean, I understand a lot about what's going on in the world, but I don't have that refined, credentialed, pedigree that some of the people have. So I would much prefer to have my 2-year practical degree than somebody with a 4-year degree in women's critical race theory or something, some bizarro 4-year degree, and which is happening all too often.
Right.
Yada yada. I'll shut up.
Yeah, things are different now in a way, George. You have to almost have the papers to do it now. I mean,
the 4-year degree.
It's
That's
so
true.
hard to start anything and run it through without that paper nowadays. But
yeah,
starting business from the ground up is different from even 15 years ago. It was, even the early 2000s. It's just different right now. And who's going to start one now or try to? God, it must be impossible to run any service business right now with the pandemic going on.
Right. The entrepreneurial segment of the U.S. population has suffered the most, under what has happened with the COVID-19. It's very, very difficult for the independent business community to handle what's happening, and they're doing their best.
Well, thankfully it's around in the corner, so
hopefully
be okay.
Hopefully,
using some of that Biden sarcasm, which people weren't sure what. Yeah, right.
We're entering the dark winter. The dark winter.
I don't know.
That's what Biden said. We're entering the dark winter.
And Trump said we're rounding the corner, so it would have been nice to have a little from either. Maybe not. This is all going to end in death, or maybe not. We're almost over it, but maybe a little something in between there, guys. Like they have to do so fucking far away from each other. Everything they say. That's the way it is.
Death. It's the Black Death. Oh my God. Oh.
At one point, Biden called him, like I said earlier, Abraham Lincoln, and then Biden also said jokingly,
he called him a racist. Abraham Lincoln, he's a racist.
And then Biden also looked at the screen and said, "Oh, and by the way, to all you teachers out there, not that many of you are going to die." Really?
You're running against Joe Biden. Joe Biden.
So he was trying to make a sarcastic joke about Trump when he said that, I think, but it didn't come off as sarcastic. It didn't come off like right away as sarcastic, because he did that thing where he looks at the screen and he's like focusing, but it was.
He's talking to us. That's what he's doing.
It doesn't work for me. It creeps me out a little when he stares at the screen and he's kind of like.
I think you should do that more. You should like get real close to the screen and tell us what's going to be
breathe heavily, and
because I'm looking up here and then I'm looking down there, here, down there. I just can't do it. Hey, look at that.
Yeah, Trump was doing a lot of staring directly into the cameras, in that debate. And he wasn't talking when he was doing it. He was just, making
yucking it up.
No, just a steady, stern appearance. He wasn't fucking around. He wasn't going any lazy Uncle Joe shit or talking crap. He was dead on with a good attitude on the second debate. First debate, both of them were, just talking over each other and calling each other names. Second debate, my understanding is Biden called Trump about 15 different names, and Trump held back, except for going after, the Hunter Biden scandal. He certainly leveraged that to the best that he could. Yeah.
The Hunter Biden story.
Get Richie Allen.
How about that Rudy Giuliani? Did you? Did you guys see that Borat part?
Yeah. I watched it again today.
I keep trying to watch it, but I keep falling asleep. So, because we watch it when we go to bed, and as soon as I lay down, I fall asleep.
You're not missing much with Borat. I mean, his shtick got old. That one movie was the one Bruno.
You're
get the talking penis and shit. Fuck off, Borat. What's that actor's name? I don't know who that actor is.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah,
I personally
he's
laughed.
Just such a brat.
I love him. I'm sorry.
He's a talented brat, but he's a brat. There's no two ways about it.
Oh yeah, dude, that's his whole thing. He fucks with people. He's the international troll.
Ultimate troll. He is.
I did get to see the part at the beginning when he goes into the cell phone store and he's like, he's acting like he doesn't even know what a cell phone is. He calls it a calculator.
I didn't see that. All I saw was the Giuliani clip.
Well, at the beginning, because he was here 15 years ago, and now he can't go out because everybody's like, when he's walking down the sidewalk, everybody notices him and knows who he is.
The whole plot. Hold on. Go ahead. Excuse me. I interrupted.
So anyway, he's like, oh man, now that I'm back to the U.S., they think it's they like their calculators and they showed clips of everybody walking with them. So he goes into the cell phone store and he the guy's trying to teach him how to use a cell phone like it's the first time he's ever had one in his hand. And he types, he's like, oh, what are we gonna have for dessert? And he types out, I can't remember what it is, but it's some sexual reference, like obscure sexual reference, so if you type it and search on Google, you're going to see all this crazy stuff. So that's what came up, and it was also being screencast to this big monitor that they're standing next to.
Right.
So he's like, ooh, what's that? And then he's like, can I borrow your phone? And he goes to the bathroom, and it's still being streamed to that big screen TV. So he goes to the bathroom and he's searching nothing but this just worst, crudest pornos. And the guy's like, well, I think he's figured it out.
I mean, the thing on this latest Borat movie, the whole plot line is that he's taking his daughter to make her a sex slave for Mike. Come on, give me a break.
But it's just funny.
So silly.
Giuliani had no idea. I didn't see the part yet, but apparently he had no idea. Even if he did, I mean, how Giuliani handled himself. I mean, it's kind of to be expected, from what I think of Giuliani.
Well, it's sort of like Schiff being tricked by the Russian prankster into believing that, he had some sort of, Trump, poop and pee tape, that happened as well. So, I mean, it happens on both sides. If the tricksters are good enough, these men get tricked on both sides. It's not the same as being in a hotel room and putting your hand down your pants when you're with a 15-year-old girl.
No, he was he was tucking in his shirt.
I haven't seen the part yet, so
I don't know what you're talking.
But he does lean backwards on the bed and ask for her number and address, right?
Right.
What's this about? I don't know this.
Oh, it's in the movie, George. Borat basically sets up an interview with this teenage girl who's actually in her mid-20s, but Giuliani, out of the goodness of his heart, gives this basically innocent girl an interview, and as she's trying to put the microphone on him, there's a little awkwardness in the hotel room, and then things were manipulated and camera angles and pictures were taken. And
of course,
it looked like he's laying down with his hands in his pants, and she's standing over him.
Right.
Basically, about 4 seconds later, Borat comes in like a thong Or I think he's wearing a face mask, but it's going all the way down over his crotch, but it looks like a face mask or a face covering. And Giuliani runs out. It's chaotic, but there's certainly some compromising positions.
I'll have to fast forward around and find that. That is so silly.
If you got Aphid Prime.
Amazon Prime.
If you got Aphid Prime, you got to sign up. It's the latest thing.
Oh, no, I see it advertised. I'm on there. Now, if you want to see something more serious, look at the plot against the president. That's some serious stuff that, again, you might, poo-poo it, but it's about the Michael Flynn thing. It's about the Russiagate, what's that report that was used?
They were also innocent. They were just trying to be good Americans.
Yes, that's what the intelligence community was doing. They're such good Americans. What's that? What's this? I don't have my glasses on.
He said Cypher looks like RoboCop's dad. And then what is this a reference to? 9/11. Okay, yeah, Giuliani was in New York.
Oh my God!
Seriously,
you're out there in left
something
field,
happened to Giuliani. I mean, he was together and with it.
He got the false teeth. That's part of it.
No, I mean he's not right, man. He's something's different.
He's.
I mean,
he turned from Mr. Excitement to Mr. Excitable.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, there was a time where he was a man of everybody. Like, wow, Giuliani. He seemed to bring the country together. But
he helped New York a lot, New York City a lot.
His daughter now is like, saying how crazy he is. I mean, you can't just put that stuff off. That's not just like a Democrat versus Republican thing.
Oh, that's what. Who's the George? There's the husband who hates Trump, and then there's Trump's
Kellyanne Conway.
Yeah, that daughter is just bonkers. Their daughter is just haywire.
I'm sure she hates both of them. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, if you
daddy issues.
She got in trouble for that. And Kellyanne had to, it was causing too much family disorder for her.
Yeah, took away her.
How could you have a relationship when one of you is on TV saying one thing and the other one's completely the opposite on the other side?
Well, the other one was running the Lincoln Project.
I know.
I mean,
George is being such a dick. George Conway is acting like such a cunt. When his wife,
she's no better either. I mean, she's lying.
No,
she's ridiculous. She's absolutely ridiculous.
She's not.
I mean, seriously,
she's great.
She's not great. She's horrible.
She's
horrible.
She's hot.
No.
Come on, admit it, Aphid, if you want her.
What is
absolutely not? She's completely just repulsive and
no, she's.
What do you think about that blonde that does all the press stuff?
She's ridiculous and horrible too. I mean, she just lies straight to your face. I mean, as soon as she goes off, they prove all the lies she just told you. And half of America just sits there and eats it up and thinks that that's fine.
I'm
people
that
in
half.
Power
she has
lie
great
to
integrity.
your face every time that they get on camera, and I just think that that's ridiculous. Giving them money,
Adam Schiff,
giving them that party money to
I
lie
have
to
proof.
your face.
I have proof that Trump was colluding with Russia.
I don't understand how you can look at yourself in the mirror,
Well, if you believe Adam Schiff, there's a big problem.
I'm not giving him and supporting him or telling you how great he is either.
Okay. Well, do a write-in vote. Don't vote for either candidate, but I'm...
It's just ridiculous.
Vote for
asinine.
Vote for Borat. Vote for Borat for president.
The Tea Party is...
Smoke Steve's wife thinks that Borat should be president. I'm sure of it.
She loves Borat.
I know. I just saw that. She does love him. Nothing wrong with that. He's a great comedian. He's got a style that I don't like anymore. I used to like it.
He had a show on HBO called The Ali Show, and he did some fucking hilarious stuff on that. And he got a lot of the people who were big-time senators now in interviews where he was just a total goof. Yeah. Stoner. He wasn't political as much back then. Obviously, he certainly followed a certain political way.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the way he did those guys in that original Borat movie, they were like, I want to say UNC students. They had rented like a RV, and he gets them on the RV. He's drinking beers with them, and they start saying like, "We want to get slavery back." Yeah, man, that sounds great. These guys were just slugging beers, and that was in the movie. And then they had to like drop out of school and like go into like they hiding, and they were like considered racist. Like I mean, yeah, maybe they were racist, but they didn't seem all that bad. I mean, they were just got a bunch of.
I mean, we all know those people.
Yeah, they were just a bunch of drunk white kids.
All my dad's friends were that person growing up.
And when he featured them in the movie, it fucked them up bad, their lives. Yet the scene still pretty funny.
Lots of cultural, sights and sounds that are very interesting in the media, in pop culture, the comedic, talent throughout the world. Just incredible stuff. Who was Ace Ventura, Pet Detective? What actor was
Storm
that?
the Pitbull wants a little teaspoon of Kellyanne in his next cup of tea.
Yeah.
Ace Ventura was Jim Carrey.
Yeah, Carrey. I loved his humor, and I still love his historical. Not Saturday Night Live. The what was the other one that was so good? The series.
Living Color.
Yeah, they were even better than Saturday Night Live, and I mean, I would
Hilarious.
howl with laughter at his stuff. And of course, he's turned into just a hateful. He despises Trump with a passion that makes him not believable, not funny. Not.
I mean, so you base who you would care for, to watch in a comedy or something on their political views,
depending on how hateful they are. And he's gone crazy.
Yeah, but I see how you retweet that what's that guy's name? Woods,
James Woods,
that
James
actor.
I thought you were watching. I think you even mentioned me, not me, but you mentioned my style about a month or two ago. Like, why did you?
Well,
I didn't know
who you were. I didn't know who you were on Twitter, to be honest with you, because you have so many different names. But anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's my real name. The Twitter name is my real name.
But
that's my name.
So
if you want to investigate me, you can find out stuff about me.
So you're gonna base your. I just can't like. Okay, so there's some ridiculous like actors and their points of views that I just can't.
Yeah.
But if I'm not gonna like not watch a movie because.
Oh no, I still love. I go back and watch his historical stuff. It's fantastically funny, and to this day, I mean, who is it? What's the name of the fire
Marshal Bill.
Fire Marshal Bill.
He looks like that Democrat pollster guy. What's his name? He's down in
he and his
Louisiana.
That guy and his wife are on different sides of the aisle, and yet
are they? Are they?
Yeah.
I
know you're talking
guy's
about
name, but he looks just like
Fire Marshal Bill, of course.
James.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
James Carville.
Carville, yeah. Carville's wife
Carville,
is a staunch Republican. Of course, Carville's a Democrat strategist and activist.
Right.
He was a Bill Clinton cabinet guy, I think.
Was he a cabinet or like a party dude? Like he helped him. I think he helped him with his election campaign or something.
He was there.
James Woods, that James Woods. That guy is ridiculous. That B actor. But you got James. If you're a Republican, you got James Woods and you got Scott Baio, and that's pretty much the only actors.
Charles in Charge, baby.
You don't have much, if you're a Democrat. Pretty much everybody else.
Remember Buddy from Charles in Charge? I wonder if he's a Trump guy.
Didn't he beat his wife or something?
Probably a Trump guy then.
It fits the bill, doesn't it?
That was wrong. Cypher would be jumping all over that.
Oh, man. He wouldn't watch your show anymore because you said such a hurtful thing.
That's what we do. We're all trolls.
James Woods. Yeah, I
do you follow Trump?
There's just a couple. But I mean, I don't follow. I don't really turn the Twitter on. I turned it on this morning to see if you were doing your show.
Yeah.
And that's it. I mean, I was promoting my show and stuff on there, but all the people that follow me and I follow are, pretty much pretty extreme, like right-leaning people.
Right-leaning. Okay.
Yeah, so all I see is, all these stupid rumors, and they all get all up in arms about them, and it's not even covered because it's not true.
You follow Graham and Hayden, of course.
Mm-hmm.
They're always doing their trans debates or whatever.
Yeah, it's like
ferocious stuff.
Well, I mean, Hayden more than Graham. It seemed like Graham was the one that kind of started that whole thing, but now it's just like Hayden is just like.
I posted up a great link on Twitter that the founder of Black Trans Lives Matter is a trans man being a woman, and he wanted to have a trans child, that was the result of him having sex with a trans woman being a man.
Huh.
And so a rape was involved. And he admitted to the rape, and then everybody in the trans sub-universe went haywire with that. And then, it's a big deal, and I posted it, and I mean, I'm like 2 weeks ago, and I'm still getting likes and, follows from that because it's a big deal. It shows the behavioral iffiness in that whole, community. It's a bizarre, not quite, but close. I had mentioned that I've gone semi-viral a few times with stuff that I've done. And when it's semi-viral, it's like a good live leak, like maybe 300 at most, at absolute most. But I mean, it's encouraging. I'm not rejected except by, libby-lib, Twitter mods who are left-wingers that are slamming me for pretty much nothing. That's happened 2 times now. The first time it was, I said, what you should do is shut your whore mouth, and I think I got 2 days for that. I told someone to shut their whore mouth, and that got me a 2-day ban
on Twitter.
Yeah, on Twitter.
You can't say it. You can't call somebody a whore.
I guess I should have said HOARY. Shut your hoary mouth.
I mean,
that means frosty. Shut your frosty mouth.
Right.
Silly.
There's a bird called a hoary redpoll. Hoary redpoll.
You got to watch out for those hoary redpolls,
birds, dude.
They come from the Arctic or subarctic, and they will intermingle with the common redpoll. And when a bird watcher sees the hoary redpoll, he's psyched. That's rare.
I don't think I'd want to run across one of those.
There's probably been like 2 sightings ever in Florida.
Oh yeah, they come south, do they?
They're like this big. Really, they're tiny.
Oh, really? Little guys. My brother's a bird watcher. He's a retired environmental lawyer, and he was part of a big organization within the University of Florida Law School's operations that would secure grants for all types of land, water, land. What do they call it? Groundwater, issues and high tide marks. There's a big deal between high tide and low tide. Who owns the intermediary land between high tide and low tide? And so, I mean, that has had to be adjudicated and worked out in the courts as to things like that. And he was big on some of those. So he's 180-degree opposite of me. I'm all ready to, I'm trying to think of something funny, but I'm not like him. I'm not. He's sort of a left winger, but he's more a true liberal. He's more of a reefer smoking, sort of a easygoing guy that doesn't get all activist and weird. You going for it there, smokesteve? My brother.
No, I'm trying to find
my older brother. Yeah, nice guy.
Really like old school liberal would have been like wants weed, wants guns, wants life, freedom, everything.
Right. Equality, equal rights.
No laws, let men live.
Yeah, not worried about cancel culture, not worried about wokeness, none of this bullshit that's going on now on the left-wingers.
In the old days, the Republicans wanted to burn records because they called them satanic and all this kind of shit. It was the stupidest thing ever. And now they've turned into the Freedom Party, where that would not happen in a million years. So, just crazy. But it was Tipper Gore, who was Al Gore's wife.
Yeah.
But Al Gore's a Democrat.
Yeah.
So that's a good question. What was going on there?
Right. You just got to keep him away from food. Cheap shot.
The guy was preaching for all the green stuff and made that movie, the famous one that made him like $300 million when he was living in like a 20,000 square foot house.
Right. Got a couple other residences. He's
the size of like 10 average families' houses was his one house, plus all his vacation homes add on to that.
Got the carbon footprint of 100 elephants. Yeah. Well, elephants don't leave carbon footprints. Never mind. That's not a good analogy.
But it made sense.
Well, they fart a lot, so I guess there is a gas release.
Right. I mean, it meant a big carbon footprint. So, yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
All right, cool. Okay.
Yeah, he's something else. When Smokesteve did that, I took a pic, too. And you did what? Just a stash. I was I'm getting ready to do a real big project for my extended family up in Mississippi. I have branches of relatives up in there, and when my folks were young, they took vast numbers of pictures of the family. The relatives took pictures of each other, and we ended up with this huge collection of vintage photographs, and I've been going through them, and I have collected a huge number of just fascinating, really old vintage pics, and I'm getting ready to start scanning them all in using the scanner and get them all into the hard drive. But I have a number. I had a mustache for about 5 or 6 years, and it was pretty good. I had to. There was a period up until I started graying when I was in my mid to late 40s, and before that in my 30s was when I had the mustache, and it was brown. Brown. Are you reddish brown there, Steve, in your hair, Smokesteve?
Oh, some might call it chicory.
Yeah. Well, I was almost like a darker chicory. Yeah, got a chicory look to it.
Some
buff.
But there we go. A house in New Orleans. Oh, they call for rising sun. I'll shut up now.
Anyways, I said I was going to play it this week, so I did. And I incorporated this new technique on the right-hand picking. I go where I pick the last note with my right pinky finger. Kind of adds a little slap to it. I like that little extra pick on the strum.
It's got a nice sound to it.
That's good stuff, Smokesteve.
Thanks, man.
It is good.
Yeah, I printed the lyrics out, but I tried singing it a bunch of times today. I'm like all over the place on the notes on the singing. So
yeah, you could play something when you do your intro. It doesn't matter. They used to get away with that.
That's right.
That's
Louisiana State University and University of South Carolina are playing. My team's LSU. Let's
Nice.
Go Tigers.
Yeah, they got the NCAA going now, Georgie. So it's happening, man.
Big Ten stepped back in, got back on the field. The other teams have been playing. I've been watching. This is my third week at least. I mean, I lock into it. It gives me a wonderful sense of balance. I think every now and then, I think I get a sort of a distorted image of how big I am. I think, tough guy, big guy, and I'm not. I'm a fat man now, but I'm like we joked about. I'm just under 5'10". Every one of those guys on that football field, practically, except for the super muscular little guys. They're all 6-footers. They're all 5'11", 6 foot. They're all 200-pounders or somewhere close or above, and they're all just heavy hitting, machines. And I watch the youth of the world doing that in the United States, just going at it and just beating the ever-living shit out of each other. And it just keeps me humbled, and on a physical level. It really does. And I enjoy it. Especially I'll surf around and, the big games aren't necessarily the good games. It's the close games that are good. You get a good competitive game. And I love it. I'll sit there from 12 o'clock in the afternoon when they start until 11 in the evening when they cut off and just watch it. And I'll take breaks, of course, and do other stuff, but I love my football.
Yeah, not me. I'll watch my pro team, the New England Patriots. I'll try to watch them here and there. But now that Tommy Terrific left, yeah, it's not quite the same. Cam Newton was hot out of the gate, but man, the guy is not.
Is he back healthy again, or is he still?
He played last week. He sucked. So we're going to give him one more try.
Yeah.
After this week, if he sucks, definitely no contract. Cut him off at the end of the year. Get the young guy in there, But give the guy one more week.
Well, I've mentioned it before when that gentleman, what's his name? I can't remember his name. The one that doesn't face the camera at all. He sort of faces away, and he's got the psychedelic lights going. The dance.
Jimmy.
Yeah. He sort of challenged me once about, United States, getting all of its savvy from, UK. And I said, I'll trade positions with you any day. That goes for any of you guys from Great Britain on the sidebar. I'd love to trade places and live in Great Britain for the remainder of my life. I'd love to be up there watching, English football. We all call it soccer, but I guess it's proper football. They joke about American football and they call it toe oval ball or something like that. Because we don't use our feet for playing it. It's all done with passing and carrying in the arms. It's not football. It's ball that's played with the arms, and you punt it and you kick field goals, but all the rest of the game is done with the arms, and passing, and it has nothing to do with the foot. Whereas soccer is entirely the foot. You can't use any part of your upper body except to thunk it off your abdomen, and your head. Right, exactly. And so, I'd love to spend my life up there in the cold and beautiful UK watching football proper.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna go barbecue some burgers.
All right, sir.
Seeing you guys.
Enjoyed talking.
All right, take care, Ethan.
How do I get out of here? Oh, I got to exit full screen.
Yeah.
See you guys.
What time is it? 7?
See you, buddy.
See ya. Man, nobody else coming on, Steve.
Yeah, I guess Georgie's out and no Graham, so maybe it's going to be slightly under 2 hours here. So
yeah, I'm all good for talking, but nobody else coming on. That's weird. What was the count over on the YouTube?
Well, we got 26 now, which is cool.
25, 26. That's not bad.
But we were up to 33 at one point, maybe a few more.
Yeah. It's strange, I don't know if people are just busy. I don't know what's going on. Normally, it is sort of mystifying that we don't have.
Well, it might be a little on me that I didn't put the link up until like 5:44, 5:45.
Right.
So we didn't get that half-hour warning.
Right. Right.
Ironically, I got a text at 5:30, and I was like, "Yep, there's the show. It's ready to go." Then at 5:45, I was like, "That wasn't the show. It was an actual text, and I didn't program it yet. It was just like I got the same ping notification on my phone that I get the half-hour warning." And
it was surprising. You know, I was looking for it. You know, like around somewhere between 4:30 and 5. I started looking for you. It's like, oh, what's going on? And I mean, you know, I don't know how many people just wrote it off as, okay, there's a problem with the show this week. I don't know, but hopefully not too many. But I mean,
maybe they came back and filtered through.
Yeah, that might have been.
Aphid does seem quiet some days,
Yeah,
Joe.
Yeah,
I think he's just waiting to see what's going to happen. Well, Joe, I will say the same. I hope the old boy's okay.
Yeah, he's carrying some morbidity issues. There's some problems there.
Positive thoughts going off to our buddy Biscuit. I'm sure everything is fine. And we're never going to think otherwise, just positive thoughts.
Right.
And there we go. Storm the Pitbull. See you, buddy. He's hitting the road.
See you, man.
All right, I think it's a good time to close down, George.
Yeah, nice, good 2 hours. The LSU game's going full bore, so I'm not gonna, miss any extra time on the show. But sorry you didn't get more on. Yeah, I mean, you had what, 4 or 5? We had 5.
5.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Pretty good.
All right, sir.
All right, see you later, George.
All right, see you later, Smoke Steve. Everybody.
All right. Thank you for coming out, everyone. It was a good show tonight. Everybody was great for being here. Good night, everybody. E minor.